Thanks for making the effort, and I don't think there are no blokes have been dragged along.
I can see one or two poor men, alright.
I apologise.
Some poor bloke here.
Sorry, mate.
Come a bit forward here. So thanks a million for coming out. Do you want a drink?
It's alright now.
He's not strong enough to open the...
No. Oh, there you go. Good man, thank you.
Weak Aussies. So as we all know, Steve starred in a little Australian television show called Home and Away, that some of you may have seen at some point. Now, just to update Steve, because obviously he's living in America at the moment, and we'll get to that in a minute. And he's been travelling and stuff for the last couple of weeks. So, what's the latest on Irish screens? What's the latest storyline involving Brax?
He just faked his own day.
One person.
He just faked his own day.
What's the latest?
He just faked his own
You
day.
drove up in the sunset.
You seen that old bomb car that someone donated? Yeah, was it sad? Were you sad to see that happen, or were you happy? That's the end of the Braxton influence on the show. Well, there's still Kyle B's a half brother. No, Nick, who plays Kyle's great, and I think Kyle's got some exciting stuff coming up for you all. But yeah, Brax is gone.
Did anybody cry? You're making the women of Ireland weep. And England. Some ladies flew in from England today.
Well, yeah, I heard that. Thanks for making the effort. That's extraordinary.
Wow.
Very much appreciated.
You've been to Ireland a few times, Steve. It's not your first time here. What do you love about this country, and what makes you keep coming back?
I was saying yesterday, it's definitely not the people, because you're all such miserable people. No, you're all lovely. It's I don't know. Obviously, the climate and the weather's a bit different to Australia, but the people are very. I think the Irish and the Aussies are pretty similar. When it comes down to it, you're all friendly and you like to have a bit of a yarn, and it's just a nice place to be. It's a beautiful country. We know back on the show how big a part of our audience you are. You really seem to like Home and Away, so it's good that we can come over and say goodbye occasionally.
Do you, when you were filming, did you spot many Irish? Did many Irish come and see you at the beach when you were filming?
It's very easy to spot the Irish when they come to Palm Beach, because
red skin.
After about 5 minutes, you're the same colour as those curtains in the Aussie sun. But no, you see, if you ever come over to Sydney where we shoot the show, you've got to come up between Monday and Wednesday and come up and watch us shoot at Summer Bay, which is Palm Beach. And lots of Irish come up, and we love to have you there. It's always good.
Has anyone ever been to yeah, been over? Who did you meet? You've been to Palm Beach, yeah. Anybody else? Yeah. Did you see them filming there, or no?
Must have been there on a Thursday or Friday, and maybe it was when we were shooting Brax's jail scenes, because we did a few of those in my storyline as well.
Yeah. Bad boy. That's why Irish people love Home and Away.
Yeah, you're a bunch of criminals, aren't you?
Bad men like Al Stewart. He's the baddest of them all. You're good mates with Ray, aren't you, who plays Al?
Yeah, Ray, well, it's the funny thing, on that show, you'll know there are like 25 characters or something silly. I went through the whole 4 years I was on it without ever having a scene with some of the characters, but I did have about almost like a handful of scenes with Ray, who plays Alf, and I used to get so nervous around Ray because he's such a legend, he's such a good bloke, that my voice would start shaking in scenes, and he had one scene where he had to throw some keys at me, and I played cricket, and I was a decent sportsman at school, but I kept dropping the keys because I was so nervous around Ray. But he's a really good bloke. If you ever get a chance to meet him.
Did he call you a flaming mongrel? Dropping the keys.
He called me a flaming butterfingers, I think.
Yeah. So you were on Home and Away for the bones of, was it 3 or 4 years? Someone corrected me there. You probably have some people who have an encyclopedic knowledge of you. How did you get to that point? What were you doing before you got cast in the role of Brax?
I got into acting quite late when I was at university, and finished university with something completely different. Then wanted to, got into acting, but I was just a labourer pretty much. I was labouring by day and doing theatre at night, and then I got an audition for Home and Away, and I'd never really seen the show before. I was always working at night, or it's not what a young bloke tends to watch. I think it's more judging by the audience for girls. But I got this audition for the leader of a surfy gang called Braxton. And I thought there's no way, because I grew up a long way from the coast, 6 hours drive from the beach, so I wasn't much of a surfer.
So you can't surf?
Not very well, not as well as Brax. Anyway, I got this audition, and then I got the role, and the good thing about that role is I think it got a whole heap of blokes actually watching. It's funny, in Sydney sometimes I've been pulled up by like garbage men, like we have lots of Samoans and Tongans and lots of big Polynesian boys in Australia, and it's funny to see a massive 130 kilo Samoan come up and say that they've been watching Home and Away and crying over episodes.
Brilliant. So you were doing plays and that kind of thing, and
yeah, and then I got this role. I was surprised. I did an audition and then did a callback with the producers and a director, and then I got the part, and then it took off.
Brilliant. Ladies, if you look closely, you'll see that there is something on one of his fingers.
I can take it off.
You got married last year?
Yes, yep, married, all squared away.
Anybody got a question for Steve? You want to ask something? Hi there.
It'd probably be the little daffodil that Brax had on his bum. No, look, what? I think maybe Cara Demo. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that. That was a little thing for our Irish fans. The fact that Brax had a bit of that is a famous. Oh, it's not just it's like an Irish.
What does it mean? What's this translation? Love me, friend of my heart.
Well, it was right there for him to see every day. But yeah, maybe that one. I definitely wouldn't get blood and sand, I can tell you that.
Well, we were saying in the car on the way over that, maybe Brax has some Irish blood. Maybe the Braxtons are like the long lost cousins of PJ and Mary Braxton from Cork. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
I think there might be some Irish blood in the Braxtons. Well, they're good. They like to fight a bit.
Yeah.
Irish never shy away from a
scrap.
fight. Yeah, maybe.
You have a question here, lady in the pink. How are you?
What was that one?
Why?
I thought he just didn't pay me enough at the end of the day. They just don't pay me enough at the end of the day. It was one of those things where I think if you do too much of something, it ruins it for the audience. And any good story has a good end, and it was just time to end it all off. And I just felt it was the perfect amount of time on the show, and I don't think there was much else that Brax could have done show up becoming an astronaut or prime minister or something, because he'd done just about everything in that 4 years that you could do.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Well, it's sort of. I guess you think of them in terms. You think of everything on that show in terms of storylines. So they were just two different storylines, and they were both fun, and both sort of explored different parts of Brax's personality. I guess both those women brought out different things, but really liked working with both. Esther was great fun to work with, and Bonnie was a really good actress to work with as well. So. Yeah, it's hard to choose. They were quite different. But I was saying yesterday we had a Q&A, and the relationship that I liked the most on the show was with Brax and his brothers, because that was I really missed the banter in between scenes, and I think that's what made the story a success, was that there were three brothers that stuck together.
Anybody a fan of Lincoln Younes, who played Casey? You're still good mates, yeah?
Yeah, we had a pretty nasty falling out, but no, we are. No, Link's a good mate, and he's gone straight out to do other work, but we do keep in touch. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. Yeah. She is. She's great. She's always great fun. Our mum would come in, once every few months for a couple of scenes, and whenever she's like an impact player in football, whenever she'd come in, something big would happen, and she was the only bloke, the only person that could the only bloke that could push Brax around. She was the only person that could kind of put him in his place. So it was always good fun to work with her. Yeah, she's great.
Anybody else want to ask a question? Hi.
Yeah, we'd worked together before. We'd done theatre before, and we'd worked in various jobs in Sydney before. But the funny thing, like I was saying, because there are so many characters on that show, I think I only had 1 or 2 scenes with Bridge, but it was just good fun. Yeah, she had a very difficult character to play.
Did Brax fancy her?
I think he did, yeah.
He might have, yeah.
Yes, he would have. That may have been the one storyline that I would have suggested, that he went for the crazy headmistress, or whatever she was.
Yeah. You finished.